Thank you to my mom and dad for being the greatest support system a daughter could ask for. Every emotion a teenager could feel, you helped me through. Then you'd go above and beyond to make sure I was happy. Words can't express how much I love you both. Thank you to my sister Lizzie for being the funniest human being on the planet when I was overwhelmed, stressed out, and in need of a laugh. Thank you to my sister Lauren for being real with me when I needed it and geeking out with me when I wanted it. Thank you to my little sister Julie for dragging me away from my desk to look at your photos, art, or games. It was always when I needed a break. Thank you to my friends for getting me out of the house once in a while to act like a teenager should. You know who you are, and there are way too many of you to thank up here. But nonetheless, thank you. Thank you to the organization that's done the absolute most for me, Skills USA and all those I've met through it. I gained the confidence to go forward in my life after joining, and I'm grateful to have had the opportunity. To my teachers. Miss Langiotti, you helped me pursue my interests, supported my needs, and are a great conversationalist in general. I would have gone mad without a teacher like you to support me. Thank you. Dr. D, I've only known you a year, but you're a realist, hilarious, and such a mood in class. You're also understanding and supportive, something I am always in need of, and you were gracious enough to give. Thank you. Mr. Halter and Mr. Fazenmeyer, even after leaving campus, you support me in my future endeavors, connecting me with jobs and making sure I have everything I need to be successful. You've made my future brighter and more certain. Thank you. Now I have to say a thank you to our salutatorian, Joanna Godfrey. As she eloquently stated before, our meeting was late but great. And no, we will never shut up about how long we've lived next to each other and how we never said a word because we were cowards. But after that small hiccup, she's become one of my closest friends to confide in and really saved me from monotony. So thank you. And there are so many more thank yous, but at risk of being dragged off stage by a giant shepherd took, I have to move on. But please know that I appreciate every single person who has helped me, and I will never forget the impact you've had on me. Sincerely, thank you. But I digress. Congrats again on being here today. It's huge. A lot of effort made that possible. All those credits, all those tests, and wow, we're exhausted, aren't we? I mean, 4 years of sleep deprivation, cramming for tests, procrastinating, all topped with the cherry of desperately trying to hold on to your social life. Are you tired? Because I sure am. But hey, after this, we head into the next great chapter of our lives, the rest of our lives. Maybe this time we can choose to sleep in past 8 on a weekday. But that's the thing about choice. The past 12 or so years, we didn't have much of it. As we got older, we were introduced to that whole world of choice, but it was like go-karting on a trolley track. We were told wake-up times, class requirements, how to dress. We were locked inside a box. And sure, we had leeway of how we traveled through that box, but let's be real. The choices in that box were slim. But now that box is gone. After today, we move on from this stadium with a newfound power of choice to a level we've never experienced before. Of course, with the world at your fingertips, that's a lot of pressure. But the worst thing we can do is not make a decision at all. If you take away anything from what I'm saying, take away this. If you have a choice, take it. There will be bad choices, there will be major mess-ups, but there's also going to be joy and good choices that lead to your perfect future. Maybe it'll take a day, maybe a year, maybe even 20, but your life will go where you want it to. The only thing you need to do is keep going. We have to move forward to find what we want, to find satisfaction, to find what brings you joy. We have the power to make those life-changing decisions, and no one is allowed to take that power away from you. Now, there's going to be moments in the future where you feel boxed in again, but you have to remember you control your life. You have the power to change it too. When we feel like receding into that box, or when we're pushed into it by others, that's where we must shine. Advocate for yourself. You know what you want, so reach out and choose to go for it. Be cordial, but never complacent. Be kind, but absolutely clear. As one of my favorite poets would say, be not defeated by the rain. Kenji Miyazawa. It has the outlook that you can go forward and choose good no matter what. When it rains, use an umbrella. So, you are attaining a powerful thing today in that choice. The future you get depends on you, and after so many years of learning about the world, I'm confident that you will find good, have good, and do good. So congrats one more time from me, everyone. You deserve it, and I'm excited to see what happens next.
Thank you, Caroline, for those words of wisdom. As the class valedictorian, you represent the highest GPA, grade point average, which is a 4.55 GPA. Also, our first ever Automotive Academy student as valedictorian. Congratulations. You are a shining example of the many academically talented students in the class of 2022.